What you're going to want to do to update your TAKE-5 to the latest operating system, turn on the unit. And once you do that, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to global. And you're going to want to scroll all the way to number, if I can find it here, number 21. And it says MIDI 6X on. Go to the next one and make sure it's set to USB. There we go. Once it's done, click the global button and get out of there. All right, so the next thing you're going to want to do is go to MIDI OX, and you're going to want to install the latest version. So that would be this one right here. And once you install MIDI OX, the next thing you're going to want to do is go to sequential.com/support/download/take5 operating system. Once you do that, you go to the OS file, you scroll all the way down until you reach operating system panel 1.12. Polychain right now is in beta, so I'm just going to pick the stable version for now. I've already have it downloaded, and as you can see, it's been extracted onto my desktop. Next thing you're going to want to do is click on MIDI OX, and we'll continue from there. Okay, so in MIDI OX, first thing we're going to do is go to options, and we're going to select configure buffers. Now, I actually did this by default. I mean, you could set the size to 1024, but I actually did it myself and it actually did work. So these settings for me are okay. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is go to options and MIDI devices. And you're going to want to make sure your TAKE-5 is selected via the MIDI output. Also, FYI, I clicked cancel, but you could click OK because I've already configured the TAKE-5 to work as expected. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to actions and we're going to send. And what we're going to pick is sysx. And the first thing we're going to do is send the main file. Once you do that, it's going to do this. So we click OK. So right now the sysx is actually running. You could have also done it from the command window and open it from there. But as you can actually see on the synthesizer, as you can see, it's receiving the operating system. So as you can see, it's running. And it's going to take a few minutes, so just give it some time. But the moral of this whole operation is not to turn off your system as it's running. Okay, so once the sending of the sysx is complete, you get this message which says do not turn off the power. Receive OS is successful, and now it's installing the operating system on your TAKE-5. So yeah, whatever you do, do not turn off the power. And so we're gonna wait a few minutes until it says ready to turn off. And as you can see, it says finished updating. Please turn off the power and use the operating system. But we are not done yet, because even though we installed the main operating system, we still have to update the panel. Because once we turn on this machine, if the panel is not installed, it will hang on the TAKE-5 screen. So to demonstrate, I'm just gonna turn this off, put it to the screen, turn it on again. Now, I actually already installed the panel, and basically this is what I did. All right, so if in the event your TAKE-5 is stuck on the panel screen where it says the TAKE-5 and it's stuck there, what you're gonna wanna do is shut down your unit. So you're gonna wanna shut down your TAKE-5, and you're also gonna wanna disconnect your USB. At the same time, you're also gonna want to shut down your MIDI OS. So basically shut down everything. You relaunch your synthesizer, you relaunch MIDI OX, and what you're going to want to do is go to actions, and you're going to want to send sysx, and this time you're going to be sending your panel. Once you do that, it's going to update it, but you're going to notice that you're not going to get the MIDI message because it's going to be stuck on the TAKE-5 screen. However, once the sysx is loaded, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Once the sysx loads, all you have to do is just power off your TAKE-5, and then you'll be up and running with your panel, and everything should work. One more thing, as mentioned in one of the YouTube videos, what you're going to want to do is go to global, and what you're going to have to do is calibrate your synthesizer, because mind you, we have a new operating system, so it's only fair that we go ahead and calibrate basically everything on the front panel. And mind you, we just installed this new synthesizer fresh. The operating system is fresh, so even the panel is fresh, so it's only fair that we calibrate it like once in a blue moon. But I would usually calibrate it every time we update the synthesizer to the latest version. So with that being said, I guess that's pretty much it. So once the calibration is finished, we are done updating our synthesizer. And once that's done, we can start playing. So yeah, I would say this is probably the only video right now on YouTube that actually tells you how to update your TAKE-5 to the latest operating system. I hope this video was very helpful for you, and if you have any questions or concerns, you can actually reach out to Sequential. So if you're having technical difficulties, you can reach out to them and they can assist you further. With that being said, that is pretty much it for me for now. So do leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.